German press is calling Donald Trump a dangerous seducer. Hi everybody, my name is Narcy and today we're gonna read this article from the Spiegel. It was originally written in German, so shout out to Faye for translating the whole thing for us. Before we read the article, I want to bring your attention to the three names over here: Adolf Hitler, Eva Peron, and our very own Donald Trump. Next to the names of each person, we get a headline. Adolf Hitler, how charming was the Führer. Eva Peron, how she enchanted the people. Donald Trump, why the voters love him. Before I get a bunch of MAGA saying, oh my god, it was just a Roman salute, I just want to tell you that the reason I'm sharing this article is because it was written before Donald Trump got elected. And I find the foretelling spectacular. The Germans did better than the Simpsons. I'll be reading from the translation. Hero of the populists, his followers celebrate Trump like a savior at an election event in New Hampshire 2024. Suddenly, they appear everywhere in the world. Political seducers with a lot of charisma, grand appearances, and easy explanations and promises. They capture their audiences like a storm. Their names are Marine Le Pen, Geert Wilders, Alice Weidel, or Sarah Wagenknecht. I know I butchered that. This episode of Spiegel History, we're talking about populists like them, and about those dark representatives that preceded them. Political seducers aim to rally their followers regularly and in a spectacular way to then abuse them. Adolf Hitler coaxed his followers with promises of greater futures, raised dreams of a mighty and independent Germany. Then a world war broke out, killed millions of people, and caused all of Europe to break down. The Russian revolutionary Lenin wanted to free the workers out of the clutches of their oppressors. What he left was a gigantic trail of blood. Being leftist does not protect from the cruelty of the past. Eva Peron promised justice, but whoever was caught opposing her or her husband Juan was tortured. Even more devastating was Ortega, who abandoned Marxism and became an autocrat of the worst kind. But what did we learn from the past? How could the present become the era of Donald Trump, an egomaniac who seemingly enchanted the United States of America, the greatest might in the world? The lesser evil of the outcomes would be that the president would turn out like Silvio Berlusconi, a despot with comedic talent who drives the economy into his own pocket. Without their admirers, demagogues and populists wouldn't be as strong as they are. Seducers require each other. Political manipulators feel a deep yearning in their followers, a yearning for simple truths in a chaotic world. Clever and unscrupulous puppeteers play a part in turning an average citizen into gigantic leaders. However, we may soon understand why we're really falling for the political Pied Pipers. The answer may not be provided by historians, but by psychologists and brain researchers. In this article, Donald Trump is being referred to as a Verführer, a leader who uses charisma and simple explanations and overpromises to gain mass appeal, often leading to manipulation tactics, authoritarianism, and disastrous consequences. I love how this article uses examples from both the left and right, because it highlights that these people, regardless of ideology, were all the same. They ultimately just spread disaster and served no one else other than their own agenda. You don't need to be leftist to oppose Donald Trump. You just have to be a critical thinker and a person with common sense. Because populism is not found in any political ideology, and it isn't bound by political affiliations. They thrive wherever people are desperate for simple answers. And this is what makes figures like Donald Trump truly unpredictable and dangerous, because they say one thing, promise a different thing, and then execute the exact opposite. And they stop at nothing, and worse, they step on others without a shred of empathy to get ahead.